everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my videos on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at the Sita One. You can find daily posts of the tarot cards on Instagram and Sita's weekly tarot readings on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at the Sita One. My name is Sita. I'm an intuitive astrologer and psychic tarot reader, and I'm here to show you and explain to you the upcoming energies from April 10th to the 16th. So right now, the biggest energy that is affecting all of us is this Neptune-Jupiter conjunction in Pisces, which hasn't happened for over 100 years. It's really creating a lot of confusion. While Neptune and Jupiter in Pisces stimulate your imaginations and dreams, it can also create illusion and deception. Things are hidden, and aspects to Pluto other planets' aspects to Pluto's, like Mercury, may reveal truths that we would rather not face. In that Piscean energy, we want to believe in the dream. We want to believe in the fantasy. But as we know, the world is not like that. And life isn't like that. There's a lot of cold, hard facts or truths that we have to face. But the Neptune-Jupiter conjunction is more about this changing frequency. It's getting higher, and then this is causing a lot of confusion. It may be causing aggression because people don't know what to do with this energy. So use this mystical time to connect with divine energy and be aware of self-deception. Don't believe in every narrative, especially from the media ruled by Neptune. Separating truth from reality may become difficult and takes presence and awareness of your own intuition. Pay attention to your dreams. They may seem confusing and unclear, but the message is buried somewhere in the subconscious. Write them down. The activations and frequencies are increasing, contributing to fogginess and lack of clarity. We're in an exceptional spiritual time of increasing sensitivity. Relying on the old paradigm of the conditioned mind will not work. It's time to create a new reality. And we create it first through creativity, dreams, and imagination. We don't have to follow through. And don't worry about that. Saturn is in Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is about freedom, but Saturn is saying, do it right, be responsible. He's kind of putting up the restrictions, the roadblocks, so that we don't get too carried away. And that is another source of friction for us. Wanting to move forward, the brakes are on with Saturn. Neptune wanting to float in this wonderful ethereal energy that's very comforting, like the child being in the womb. So it's a great thing to connect with that part of the divine through meditation, keeping up your spiritual habits that will keep Saturn happy as you have a good spiritual routine, and allow this wonderful energy to bring you great insights. Just don't act right now. Later on, you can formulate a plan. The stellium in Pisces is really activating those dreams and hopes and wishes and desires. And you may want to look in your chart to see where you have Pisces, and so which house will tell you the theme of what's going on. For example, if it's in the 10th house, you're looking at career and changes in the career through Piscean energy. So our future is going to depend on how Saturn in Aquarius moves forward. It's already had some aspects, it's going to have more, and so we have to wait for the outcome. Saturn is reminding us of karma and also reminding us to have patience. So Saturn is reminding us that if we want freedom, we have to define it and commit to it. So freedom for all, Aquarius is about the community. With the Piscean energy so high, it's really hard for us to fix them, to ground that energy. So like I said, keep up the spiritual practices. Saturn appreciates a routine, and it also appreciates some solid plans. With the Piscean energy, you can start to write down all those plans and move forward eventually. Now, the other thing that's happening is Mercury is starting to ramp up and move through the signs. So we know it had a long sojourn in Capricorn. Now it's hitting Aries, it's Chiron, looking at healing wounds. If you've been talking to a counselor or somebody close to you, then this is a good time to bring that anger or whatever out in a healthy way and demonstrate in a healthy way and deal with it. Then it moves on to Taurus. It will hit Uranus, more talking. So there's a lot here about wanting freedom, wanting to dismantle structures. Pluto's doing it, Uranus is asking us to do it, and then Neptune is about dissolving ego. But we're used to the way things are, and it's going to affect our lifestyle and habits, and we're not willing, our ego is not willing to let go, and it depends on what the collective, how it reacts to all this energy. As we move to the end of the week, we're looking at a full moon between Aries and Libra. This is about relationships. We haven't had much of that looking at the opposite. So seeing the reflection of our actions in others. We get a chance at this point. It's going to be, Pluto is going to be squaring both. And with that, we may find that we don't like what we see within ourselves or others. So watch what's going on. If you're Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, or Aries, you might want to take note of what's going on in your life. If you know where these planets fall in your chart, then look at those areas and start to understand what the differences are, what's being reflected back at you, and start to work on that and focus on that. So just expect that this full moon is going to stir up some things, it's going to be an irritating one, but it's you need to bring things out into the light in order to deal with it, and that's what the full moon is about. That bright light of the moon that illuminates the darkness, and the darkness is our subconscious. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my videos on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at the Sita One. You can find daily posts of the tarot cards on Instagram and Sita's weekly tarot reading on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at the Sita One. So it's a confusing time. You might be very overly sensitive to what's going on in the environment. When you leave the protection of your own personal space, you may find you're sensing more than you used to, and that's that Piscean energy. And this is a good thing because it's forcing you into that place of gratitude, compassion, awareness, and telling the ego not to be so reactive and defensive. So allow it to happen. This is a moment by moment energy, and so that's what you have to do. Try to ground yourself as much as possible, continue to take walks, read something enlightening, spiritual, and that will help you through the hours of the day. Remember to take care of yourself and others, and I'll see you next time.